Hello, this is Brooke Volk of the Brooke Network. We're in between newscasts here. Now, this story may not ever reach the national, global, worldwide news, but I thought it worth reading. I'd like to right now out of the newspaper that I was browsing right here in my little break. Comes to us from Chicago. Moments after pitcher Van Vidakovic barehanded a strongly kicked line drive to clinch the title, thousands of fans surged onto the streets of Chicago Wednesday night to celebrate. Rightfully so. Well, it seems that pitched Cray's first championship. They wore team jerseys, waved banners, carried memories, some dating back through years of close calls, struggles, and desperation. Now, we're a kickball family. We've been following TPC for generations, and I honestly could not be more thrilled. This is a night I'll always remember, said Jeremy Hullab of Highland Park after the team he supports won the championship with a come-from-behind 15-11 road victory over Kickball and Badgers at Wrigleyville's Gill Park. Now, the team's unlikely victory came in a doubleheader Wednesday night after holding off rival Sweaty Balls in the semifinals. Few gave TPC a chance heading into the championships as a heavy underdog against Kickball and Badgers, a team that had already demolished the local group of mishaps earlier in the season. The newspaper article continues, but when Tony Senegor kept alive his hit streak in the sixth inning and Mo Bush, followed by booting a home run, TPC fans began to believe this night just might be different. Chicago plans a celebratory parade and rally on Friday. Officials said the parade will start about 10:30 Friday morning at Wacker Drive and Washington Street. It will proceed east on Washington to Michigan Avenue, then north on Michigan to Wacker Drive. The rally will begin about 11:30 a.m. at Wacker in Michigan. Expected speakers include former kickball greats Leo Juarez, Nora Hoff, and Justin Reynolds. Now, for Greg Azzarelli of Buffalo Grove, who was there with his 14-year-old son, the victory was bittersweet but thrilling. This is unbelievable, Azzarelli said. We just buried my great-grandfather last week in that pitch Cray jersey. When I was 9 years old, he bought me my first jersey and took me to my first game, so it's really a weird feeling, if you know what I mean. He was the world's biggest TPC fan, and I know he was up there watching with a huge smile on his face. Well, it was a team effort in every sense of the word, sitting in the on the DL. Jeff Lowful-Holes and co-captain Rachel Otto coached from the sidelines and helped the team maintain composure after several questionable calls went against them. Even regulars Jed Rosenkrantz, and that's probably pronounced Rosenkrantz, and Brad Wilson, Sarah Lodendick, Caitlin Johnson, Allison LaFalce, and Jamie Chun, who were unable to attend, played a role by providing the team with a 2 seed through their steady regular season play and sending electronic words of encouragement throughout the marathon evening of kickball. Let's see here. Vidakovic's brother, Augie, a frequent sub who kicked a memorable walk-off home run earlier in the season, delivered words of inspiration on the Jumbotron between the innings. Jumbotron, this newspaper, just too tiny of a print for these eyes. Well, after the game, one of the most crowded scenes was near Wrigley Field, where aerial view showed several blocks completely filled with fans in TPC gear, spiking kickballs and blowing replicas of the team's trademark red and blue vuvuzelas. Despite the jubilation, Chicago police said the crowds Wednesday night were orderly. Everything's happy and quiet so far, said Officer Hector Alfaro of the Chicago Police News Affairs Office shortly before midnight. That pitch Cray has a long history of epic meltdowns, and it appeared another may be in store after Kickball and Badgers began to mount a rally in the 8th inning. But Captain Dan Ginsberg cut it short with a diving catch in left field, seemingly sucking the air out of any comeback attempt. Well, I didn't think I had a chance at that ball, said Ginsberg. Then I thought of Blair Bennett and everything she's meant to this community, and the next thing I knew, I was running faster than I ever ran before and diving toward that ball. I blacked out at that point, but indeed the catch was made. Devin O'Brien, 25, from Chicago's southwest side, spent the night at Crossroads Tavern, leading the crowd in chants. "This is freaking awesome," O'Brien yelled after the victory. "This is freaking awesome, man." Well, Steph Adler maintained her composure when the ball seemed never to approach her area of the field. She even fought off a rage blackout after being called for a bunt on what replays showed clearly to be a full kick. As companion Brandy Kinsella, who made several crucial plays in the outfield, leapt into the air with excitement following the victory. Adler was spotted downing several of her trademark whiskey and diets. Sales of whiskey reportedly tripled following the win. Friends Nicole Tempesca and Kristen Fior, both 26, are die-hard Dave Lemke fans who simultaneously gushed about their favorite player. DL got that guy out. DL scored that run. He's our favorite player. We watched him all season long. He's just amazing. Lemke was the first to mob Vidakovic at the pitcher's mound after the final out was recorded. Wife Aska, who maintained the lead with two crucial outs at second base, the inner Pryor, broke down in tears of joy and was consoled by all-star right fielder Ben Yanzuzi, whose multiple catches and heads-up play bailed his team out of several sticky situations. Said Yanzuzi's or Yanuzzi's, better half, Laura Rothar. It was a night I'll never forget. I've played a lot of kickball in my life, but I've never seen a group of mediocre at best athletes come together like that to take down a bunch of semi-professionals. I now understand the meaning of the word team. Dirty bit. We will remember this moment 10 years from now, said a homeless man near third base at Gill Park to his friend. We'll say to each other, where were you when TPC won the title? Well, you heard it here unofficially, in between regular sports newscasts on the Brook Network. My name's Brooke. Enjoyed bringing it to you on my break, but I guess I got to get back to what I love doing the best. Bringing you the wild and wacky news. Until next time, until the next episode of the Brook Network, this is Brooke. So long.